Good evening, everybody. This is Alan Noble in Dallas, Texas. Welcome to our webinar. This is a very exciting webinar where we are going to talk more about our incredible new product launch, Renuadvanced. It was just launched at our global convention at the weekend, and it is creating a lot of energy, a lot of excitement as people really begin to understand exactly what we have launched. My name is Alan Noble. I'm dialing in here from Dallas, Texas. I want to welcome all of our associates, ASEA associates that have joined us on this webinar to learn more about Renuadvanced and really where it fits into our exciting business model. I've also been joined with advisory council members, Denny Robinson and Tammy Gates, who are going to share some thoughts at the end of this webinar. Just a little bit of housekeeping before we get started. I want to make sure you can see the full screen. There's a little button up at the top that says more information or something like that, and there's a fit to screen tab that you can see. So I want to make sure you can see the whole PowerPoint. I'm excited to share this information with you. Now, one of the things that was talked about at convention, Kurt Richards, our executive VP in the company, discussed a little bit about our product development. And I thought it would be interesting maybe to start with this. ASEA has applied for 12 new patents over the last 12 months. There's a lot of work going on behind the scenes. We are currently carrying out research on 4 different continents. And we now have a research and development budget, an annual budget that is over 7 figures. Now that's a lot for a young company like ASEA. Renew28, in fact, if you go back to ASEA, depending where you take the start date, but you could almost say there were 17 years of research and development to come to the ASEA product. Renew28, there was 5 years of development to create Renew28. And this Renuadvanced line that we're going to talk about here today took an additional 18 months of development. So right out of the gate, I don't want you to think that this was something that the company started scratching their head 3 weeks out of convention going, hey, we need something exciting to talk about at convention. There is a tremendous amount of planning, research, development, strategy that is going on behind the scenes. And so you can be sure that that same research, development, strategy, and planning is going on right now for our future. It's very, very exciting where we are moving to as a company. Now, when we develop products, and I've borrowed this from Jerem Webb's presentation, the president of ASEA, we're looking at products that are unique, premium, cutting edge, exclusive, high impact, validated, credible, scientifically validated, so people just don't have to take your word for it. And of course, the ASEA products that we're going to develop and bring into the marketplace are right in the center where all of these things meet. We have spent the last, I don't know, it depends how long you've been in the company, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, developing this platform of redox signaling, explaining to the world that these molecules now exist outside the human body. These molecules that are foundational, that are vital and critical to our cellular function and cellular efficiency that literally help our cells work better, they've been contained now in a gel and in this liquid, inside out, outside in, ASEA and Renew28. And so with this technology, for the first time, we could refuel ourselves, replenish ourselves, restore ourselves with more of these molecules and help everything work better at the cellular level. And we have built that foundation, this cutting edge technology, this story that has never been told before. We've spent the last 7 years building that rock solid foundation. What the time is now here to build on this foundation. And I think it's really important that we understand as we launch this product range, Renuadvanced, and other product ranges, that we're not moving away from our redox signaling story. We're building on it. We're building on this foundation. And so we were excited to launch Renuadvanced at this weekend, the last weekend at the global conference. And of course, as I said, this is only the beginning. We're already heavily involved in research and development to build on the health and wellness redox foundation that we've laid. And this is all coming in the future. So big things are here, and big things are still coming. But let's talk a little bit about skincare and the skincare market. I'm going to be very transparent with you. I have been a health and wellness guy, a nutrition guy, and not really involved in skincare. But I'll tell you, I've become an avid student of skincare. And what I've found is it is a massive industry, and it's expected to grow by another $20 billion by 2019. So $100+ billion industry expected for, you know, a 20% growth here over the next few years. So certainly an industry to be in. I also think the demographic is very interesting in the skincare industry. From millennials, these are the kids that are now coming out of college, getting into the workplace, age 15 to 29. These are the go-getters of the world today, and they are using anti-aging products. They want to stay young. They're getting a head start on this stuff. 57% of millennials are using anti-aging products. Generation X, the 30s to 59s, probably a lot of them on this Zoominar, 68% of them are using these anti-aging products. So huge demographics that we can appeal to. Some of the global trends that are going on in the skincare industry, there's a growing awareness of skincare. Younger consumers are beginning to take care of their skin. That's that millennial example. Men are embracing our anti-aging skincare. And so here's one of the things, as we get into the Renuadvanced range, you're going to see that it's really a unisex range. You know, it's not all pink and fluffy just for women smelling of roses. This is a range. We don't need a male and a female version. This one product offering can really satisfy both markets very, very well. All natural. This is another thing that we're going to talk about. All natural look is increasingly important to consumers. You know, it's interesting that so many of the skincare products out there today are using gimmicks that aren't that good for you, that toxic ingredients or creating inflammation of the skin that's maybe giving an anti-wrinkle effect, but it's not doing it in a natural, healthy way. You're going to see that Renuadvanced is absolutely in line with everything that we've been talking about over the last 7 years with our redox technology. And of course, science, clinically proven, independent science, showing the power of our products to our consumers. And so here's the global trends, and you're going to see that the Renuadvanced line fits into these global trends perfectly. So here it is. I feel we should be doing a drum roll. Introducing the Renuadvanced skincare line, the only redox-based skincare system in the world. Now, we have a beautiful video on this. The company put together a really nice video, and I actually took this pretty much almost word for word out of the video. Over time, redox signaling declines. We know that. And cellular communication breaks down because these are signaling molecules. And as a result, our youthful renewal process at the cellular level begins to crawl. It begins to get a lot slower. By age 50, this renewal process can take up to 90 days. That's a 200% decrease from where we were, resulting in visible aging of the skin. The bottom line is healthy skin is beautiful skin. Healthy skin is younger looking skin. And so our motto is get your best skin back. Now let me ask you, does all of this sound familiar? It should do. This is the message that we've been talking about with Renew 28. This is the message that we've really been talking about drinking a cellular renewal, helping your cells work like they did when we were younger. It's the same message. So I think it's really important you understand we are not departing from our redox message. We're building on this powerful message of redox signaling. We're not having a personality crisis here. We are still absolutely embedded in this incredible technology of redox, but we're now building on top of it. And so this is exactly the language that we've been using, but now we've got other products that can add to making this a reality in people's lives. So here they are. Here's our incredible new products. It's really built around this philosophy, get your best skin back. It's a 3-step process: cleanse, repair, and replenish. And so we've got a cleanser, a gentle refining cleanser. We've got then our repair, Renew 28 cellular repair, and then this concentrated intensive redox serum. Think of it like Renew 28 on steroids. It's ultra concentrated Renew 28, ultra concentrated redox signaling molecules in a very, very powerful serum. And then replenish, that's the moisturizer. And there's some amazing things in this moisturizer. I might just touch on a few of them. And it's a very simple system. Cleanse, repair, replenish. Cleanse, repair, replenish. 2 times a day, morning and evening, okay? And what I want to show you are just some price points on this. They bought separately. The cleanser is $20, the moisturizer is $60, and the serum is $80. Now, if you buy those separately, those 3 products, it would be $160. But when you buy them in the 3-pack, beautifully packaged 3-pack, it's a darker blue than what you see down there, it's $130. So there's a nice $30 discount when you buy the cleanser, moisturizer, and serum all in one. $130, 100 commissionable volume. And then when you add 2 tubes of Renew 28, as you can see in the picture below, that's our 5-pack. That's kind of our face and body pack with the 2 tubes of Renew 28, and that's $190. That should be $230, but we've got a $40 discount on that. So nice discounts by packaging the products in these 3 and 5 packs to really encourage pack usage, system usage. And the 5-pack is 150 points of commissionable volume. And so beautifully packaged. Everybody that I've talked to, again, I'm going to admit it, I have not been up to this point a skincare expert, but certainly to my eye, they look beautifully packaged. They're high-end, high-caliber products. But from people who know this stuff, like my beautiful wife, Tanya, and others, and our 2 guests on the line, they love the way this is packaged. It's very, very appealing. It will go head-to-head with anything that's out there in the marketplace. So very exciting. Let's talk a little science. Let's talk a little science and effectiveness. Now, a quick recap on Renew 28. All of this should be familiar to you as a CA Associates. Renew 28, we know that in only 4 days, we saw a 50% plus improvement in skin cell blood flow, supporting healthy circulation that can have tremendous impact in all areas of skin. Then we saw 4-week benefits with Renew 28. We saw skin cell renewal, 16% improvement in this skin cell renewal rate. What we talked about earlier, as we get older, that gets slow, it gets sluggish. We know our redox signaling technology can bring that cellular renewal rate closer to where it was when you were younger. And as a result, you start to look like you did when you were younger. Skin texture, 22%. Skin smoothness, 23% improvement. Skin elasticity, that beautiful tightening of the skin that we lose, the sagging and bagging as we get older. We saw a 20% skin elasticity improvement, and then improvement of 16% with cellulite. And so we already know these are the benefits of Renew 28. Now let's take a look at some of the benefits that we have with our complete system. With the serum and the stories that are coming in with this serum already, and we're only launched not even a week yet, like 4 or 5 days, have been absolutely amazing. In just 30 minutes, people are feeling a difference. They're noticing a difference under the eyes, fine lines, puffiness, the crow's feet. They're seeing this. And so the Renew 28 is what you can apply liberally, okay? Not just your face, your neck, your arms, your stomach, your thighs, your buttocks. It's a whole body gel. That hasn't changed. But now you've got this secret weapon. You've got this intensive, concentrated redox serum to dab on those trouble areas, okay? It's not for the whole face or neck. It's just for those extra, you want to give a little bit of extra attention to some of those little trouble spots, okay? And again, the stories that we're getting with the serum are absolutely amazing. Some other things that are going on, we're actually still in the process of completing a 90-day study with Stevens & Associates. So we're not quite finished that, so we don't have all of the data. But let me show you just some of the numbers that were released. We have a clinical study going on. So again, these are preliminary results of a study of 40 participants that used the system twice a day. 100% of participants noticed an improvement in fine lines. And these are 8-week benefits. After using the system for 8 weeks, 100% of participants noticed improvements in fine lines. 95% of the participants noticed improvement in skin smoothness. 85% noticed improvements in radiance. And 92% noticed improvements in photo aging. Now, what is photo aging? I think of it as an early warning system. Okay, it's where you can kind of take this under special light, these images of your skin that's showing damage at the cellular level that you can't necessarily see in the mirror yet, but it's coming. Again, it's this early warning system. And so 92% of participants saw improvement in this photo aging. You know, I don't have the slide for it, but I've been learning a little bit about the moisturizer. I absolutely am in love with this moisturizer. I never thought I'd be so passionate about a moisturizer. I've used moisturizers for many years now. I have very dry skin. And I was using a pretty good, you know, middle of the road moisturizer, and I can't go back to it. I just absolutely love this moisturizer from Renuadvanced. There's some little features in here. There's a collection of ingredients that create the exact lipid profile of a 22-year-old. And so a healthy 22-year-old skin has a certain lipid profile. These are the healthy fats that protect our skin. We're replenishing your skin with the healthy lipid profile of a 22-year-old. Pretty exciting, okay? I think it's macadamia and olive and jojoba or something are creating this exciting profile. We also saw 4-week benefits with the moisturizer, improved skin moisture by 43% in 4 weeks. And so again, I'm only just touching, you know, the tip of the iceberg here on the power of these products. I think this is all important to us that value our health, don't like toxicity. And again, you can see that we've created these products to the very, very high standards that got us the 5-star seal of excellence from Dermatest. And it's important to know that they're cruelty-free. They're not animal-based. They're 100% vegan. There's no animal products in these formulas. Paraben-free, free of artificial colors, sulfates, etc., etc. You can read all of that. So again, what's that mean? You can be very proud to represent these products in the marketplace. Now, this is, I'm almost finished here before I bring on our guests. This was one of the slides from convention. There are 2 must-haves for success in skincare. One, real benefits. Well, we've talked about the benefits, okay? We've talked, and again, we're only touching the surface, but very, very real benefits in these products. But the second thing is they have to be enjoyable. People have to enjoy using their skincare. Now, if I can be very transparent here, how many people really enjoyed their first sip of ASEA? You know, we certainly haven't had the success we've had from our delicious flavor of ASEA, you know? It's from the incredible power of these molecules working in our bodies. That's where our success has come. Same with Renew 28. Many people said it wasn't necessarily the most enjoyable product to use. Some noticed maybe a drying of skin or a tightening of skin, but because of the benefits that it offered, they were excited to continue to use it. We gotta be enjoyable when we're putting a skincare product, a complete line into the marketplace. And I wanna show you something that I think is incredibly powerful. These are some responses, participants' responses to products aesthetics. In other words, how did they actually enjoy using the products? And you can see here, really all the way right starting at 2 weeks into use, you're looking at on average 80% plus saying, yeah, it moisturized my skin, the scent was pleasant, the texture was pleasant, products didn't leave an unpleasant afterfeel. Applying the products was a pleasant experience. They were enjoyable to use. Overall, the products were mild. They didn't irritate my skin. And here's the last one, guys. Any entrepreneurs on the line? I want to purchase the products. Now, when I saw this, the entrepreneur in me began to get goosebumps. I want to purchase these products. 2 weeks into using these products, these 40 trial participants were saying, I want to purchase these products. And you can see it's gone up to probably just a little shy of 90% after 8 weeks. Guys, these are very, 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 very strong aesthetic numbers. I mean, people love using this product range and they're getting phenomenal results from it. Now that tells me that that's a product range people are going to keep using over and over and over again. And so that's the kind of product I want to bring into the marketplace as an entrepreneur, a product that works, a product that people are excited to use, and don't forget, incredibly unique. Nobody else in the world has a redox-based skincare system. And so our opportunity, guys, has just exploded. I want to create a visual for you. I want you to imagine, as you build your business, as you're prospecting, as you're sharing the message of the ASEA opportunity and the products, it's like inviting people into the ASEA house. And the house has a doorway, and it's got a path leading up to the doorway. But I want you to imagine that what we have just done here with Renuadvanced, is we have dramatically widened that pathway, and we have broadened the doorway into ASEA. We have all of a sudden moved ourselves into a place of mass appeal. We're talking about products that people already understand. They understand what a serum is. They understand what a cleanser is, what a moisturizer is. This is language that the masses understand. We're now communicating with the masses. And as we broaden the pathway up to ASEA, as we broaden the doorway into ASEA, and as many, many more people start to flood into ASEA, guess what? They're going to learn about redox. They're going to learn about the very reason why this company got started, this incredible technology that the world deserves to know about. And so, guys, that's what gets me so excited. This is literally the beginning of the second phase of growth in ASEA. It's a very, very exciting time to be in ASEA. And I would say to you, you know, especially the men maybe on here, maybe you were like me, didn't quite get skincare. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter, guys. Embrace it. This is a massive industry, and we have got one of the most exciting offerings in this industry. And I'll say this one more time. So much of our so-called competition are putting products into the marketplace that aren't good for you. They're toxic. They create inflammation on the skin. They've got questionable ingredients. We are putting products into the marketplace that create healthy skin. And healthy skin is beautiful skin. And healthy skin is younger looking skin. And our opportunity here with Renuadvanced is to help people get their best skin back. It's a beautiful story to tell, and I'm so excited. So with that, let me bring on our two special guests here that are going to help me wrap up tonight's webinar. Denny Robinson and Tammy Gates, did you join us on the line here?
I'm here.
Here they are.
Great to be with you all.
Well, I'm so glad you could join me. I know there's a tremendous amount of excitement going around, and so let me just introduce these two wonderful leaders. Denny Robinson is a triple ambassador diamond and also serves on the advisory council and a $1 Million Income Earner, and most recently our I Am ASEA recipient award winner. Tammy Gates, a double ambassador diamond, serves on the advisory council, $1 Million Income Earner, and just very, very grateful for you both being here on this webinar to just help me share the excitement of Renuadvanced. Let me maybe start with Denny. Denny, what are your thoughts? Tell me.
So excited about this new product, Alan. I've been using it now for a couple months, and my skin just keeps getting better and better. You know, I like to tell people I can't wait to go to bed at night because I get younger looking every day. And I turn 50 here in about a month and a half, and I'm really looking forward to that. My skin looks great. I feel great from the outside in and the inside out. But what I love too is my friends who got this product just last weekend at convention are having results. Last night we had a meeting here in Spokane, and you know, there were close to 20 people in there in that room who'd been at convention, and they were telling me stories how much they'd loved Renew over the last 2 years, but the significant changes they were seeing in their skins and some issues in just those few short days. And there were some women saying, no, I've never been able to really afford a really high luxury product, but I love being able to use a product that my company represents. Mm-hmm. And she just said, I feel so spoiled when I put this product on my face. You know, and on that as well, Alan, one of my, Dr. Carl Smith, who sits on our medical advisory board, he has a friend here in Spokane who's been in the high-end cosmetic industry for over 25 years. She has told us that she has often recommended and used products that were $500 a piece. And Dr. Smith gave her a sample of this that was unnamed with a, a totally blank tube. And within 3 days, she said, I don't know what that stuff is, but I want it. How do I get it? I've never had results like this ever in 25 years with the products that I.
And so, Denny, this is somebody that's very, very knowledgeable in that industry, kind of the high-end skincare, and as you say, 3, 4. I can almost hardly say the words $500 skincare products, and yet here she is using these products, $130 to $190, depending which kit, and she's blown away. She can't believe we're getting the results, or it feels as luxurious as it feels.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
I love it.
The other thing, Alan, that was so great the other night. One of my, the men in our group are so excited about this as well. And, I tell my husband, I'm going to grow old with you, but I want you to look good along the way. And so he's got his own skincare set, and he's excited to use it as well. And his 50th birthday is actually tomorrow. And, I love going to bed every night with that younger looking man. So that's great. I can't wait to go to bed because I get younger looking. But one of my gentlemen in my group, David Key here in Spokane, he's 67. And he shared with me last night, he said, Denny, when they first announced this from the stage, my heart kind of sunk. I thought, I'm going to go into skincare. And I was a little deflated until we got up and the convention doors opened and there were over 1,000 people in line waiting to get this new product. He said, yay, I'm in skincare because, volume doubled that day. The demand is high. And he even talked about some issues that he's seen results with very quickly. So we want to get people to use this as quickly as they can. They're going to see and feel and notice the results. So excited about this product.
I love it. I love it. I'm in skincare. I love it. Tammy, what are your thoughts?
Well, hey, everyone. I've had 2 master estheticians come up to me in the last couple of weeks. I, too, have been using the product since March, and I didn't even really know what a master esthetician was before we released this skincare line, but I'm learning that it's like having your master's degree in skincare, right? I've had 2 master estheticians come up to me and say, I know my skin. And that is the most visible difference in skin I've seen in my career.
Wow.
And I've worn makeup the better part of 40 years. And so I've always applied a moisturizer first because makeup goes on better if you do. And I've never had makeup stay on this long. And look so fresh all day long. As well, I have a trouble spot that I've been concentrating some serum on. And in fact, it was so concerning to me, I was about to visit my dermatologist, but I've canceled that plan now. And, what I love is, so the 5-pack, I want everyone to put your business hat on for a minute, okay? Because this 5-pack has 2 tubes of Renew 28 in it, which is about a month's supply. Most people are using 2 tubes. If you buy it in the 5-pack, you save, what was it,
$40?
You save $40, okay? So that's like getting half of your Renew 28 supply every month for free.
Yeah.
Right? And, the second largest category for network marketing companies is health and wellness. So ASEA fits squarely in that. Guess what the number 1 category in network marketing is? It's skincare. Yeah. And, it's like We just merged into an 8-lane freeway doing 80 miles an hour. And we smoothly at convention just merged right into that traffic. And so we have an enrollment opportunity now in front of us that is a premier enrollment opportunity. We haven't had this before. So I'll tell you, it's buckle your seatbelt, Katie, bar the door.
It really is. I love it. I love it. I mean, what a beautiful way to say it. Just that analogy of getting right into the 8-lane highway. It's this idea that we are now talking about products that the world understands. And it's a beautiful introduction. I would encourage people to think about how many people did we introduce Renew 28 to? Or maybe we were talking to them about ASEA and they didn't get it. I mean, you've got to understand, ASEA is so far ahead of its time. I mean, we are where antioxidants were 40 years ago, vitamins and minerals 80 years ago. Our technology is so ahead of its time. But Renew 28 came out and people gravitated towards what they could see. And through that, look how many lives have been changed by introducing them to ASEA. But it was through Renew 28. And now that window has now expanded dramatically with this complete skincare range with products that people have an immediate recognition to, you know, serums, moisturizers, cleansers. And again, they're going to come in and learn about the power of redox. So I just love it. Any final thoughts before we, I've got one more slide to show here. Any final thoughts?
Go ahead, Danny.
I'm so excited for people to get this in their hands and to experience it. You know, real people getting real results, and you will see and feel the results. And, you know, last night as I sat with some people, you know, when you start to see 8 out of 10 people get a result, that's when you know you have a real business on your hand. That's called opportunity. And that's what all of us are sitting on right now. Some of your people may have heard about Renew 28 and ASEA before, but they haven't heard about this. Yeah. So as Tammy said, you know, the doors are open. So get on the phone, call everybody, and tell them about this incredible new product.
Love it. Tammy, last thoughts?
Well, I just would like to have everyone take out their camera and take your picture. Take your before picture. Take it, your after picture in the same room, the same time of day with the same phone, and take it 30 minutes later so that we can have some 30-minute before and after pictures, because we are going to blow out the internet with our before and afters. It's exciting.
I love it. I love it. Well, I tell you guys, let me give you a word of warning. I see my wife getting younger and younger with this technology. The advisory council were given samples of this a little bit ahead of time, and I figured out that if I don't start getting on the Renuadvanced bandwagon, people are going to start thinking I'm her father. So
I'll send you some, Alan. Okay.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Hey, the USA, it's open right now. You can order. You can get into your back office, your Team ASEA back office. You can order with and get your packs. Try your products. Experience the results. Correct me, lady, make sure I'm right on this. Canada and Mexico, we're going to be launching in June. And then I believe Australia and New Zealand, it's planned for July. We just need to ship a bunch of product, get it over there. And then Europe is set for September at the Envision conference. So a little later in Europe, got to do some language translations and things like that. But very, very exciting rollout. It's here first in the United States. And I'll tell you, the energy is, we can feel it. It's a whole new phase of growth. We've said for the longest time that, well, not the longest time, but certainly for the last few months, we've been talking a lot about this post-risk, pre-momentum timing that we're in, this golden window of opportunity. We're not a risky venture anymore. We're not an experiment. We're proven. We got our $1 million income earners. You know, we've got our comp plan. We've got our independent science. We've got our manufacturing facility. We've got our experienced management team. We've got our global infrastructure. It's not an experiment. It's proven. It's working. But we still have not hit into our full stride yet. We haven't hit into our full momentum yet. And so if you think about it, we're kind of just in second gear. And we've had phenomenal success in second gear, but this Renuadvanced shifts us very quickly into third, fourth, fifth gear. And again, it's only the beginning. Remember, this is the first expansion. This is the first building on top of the redox foundation. There's other things to come. The research and development budget is big, and we're moving forward. So look, there's the old saying, maybe you've been on the sidelines, maybe you're not quite fully engaged yet. I would encourage you, get on the ASEA train. Don't stand in front of it. This thing is moving into a whole new speed. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. Big thank you to Denny Robinson, and thank you to Tammy Gates. I appreciate your words of wisdom here on the webinar. It's been fun talking to everybody, guys. Look, I didn't delve into a lot of depth here. There's videos and PDFs in your back offices that are full of information on ingredients and benefits on these products. But most importantly, get them and use them. Experience them. Experience them yourselves. I'm all tongue-tied. Thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, and have a great evening, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.